Hello, and welcome to Rare Blend. I'm Ken, and I'm going to be your host for the hopefully foreseeable future here. And I really hope you enjoy what I've got in store for you coming up. So what exactly is Rare Blend all about? Well, Rare Blend is about you. It's about the individual car owners and their special cars. But we're not talking about your garden variety Honda Civics. We're talking about something that you just don't see every day. What I would refer to as a rare blend is a unique car that you just don't see every day. Maybe it was very popular back in its day. Maybe back in the 1970s, 80s, or even 90s, you saw dozens of these things on a daily basis. But now that we're into the 2000s, you just don't see them on the roads anymore. That's the rare blend there, especially when it's been well taken care of. And that shows a lot of reflection on the owners themselves and the pride they take in the car that they're driving. That's what this show is all about. And that's why I rely on you guys to help provide me your cars. So it doesn't matter whether it's a 1988 Honda Civic Si, maybe it's something you got, maybe it was your first car and you just took really good care of it and you've had it for possession for all these years. But it's really clean. It's something you just don't see every day. So many of those cars are just beat up and riced out and tossed to the side. Maybe it was a classic car. Maybe it was like a 1960-something Alfa Romeo Spider that maybe your parents gave you. And you took the torch, ran with it, and now it's your pride and joy. And it's a rare sight that people don't see. Maybe your car is a JDM import. Maybe it's a Nissan Skyline R32 or R33. Maybe it's something even smaller and more basic like a Honda Beat or a CRX SIR. But it's just something we just don't see every day on the streets here in the United States. That's what Rare Blend is all about. And I hope in the coming years I'll get to share a lot of your stories and a lot of your rare cars here on the show. So it doesn't matter whether it's from Japan, Germany, United States. I want to see all of them. So who am I? Well, I've been involved in the automotive industry for over 30 years, and half that time was on the track. I got heavily involved with the SCCA, the Sports Car Club of America, back when I was in school, and went on from there. Worked a lot with IMSA and also SCCA events, doing track events, major events like the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona and 12 Hours of Sebring as well. I've also had a lot of experience with road racing aspect, did everything from driving to pit crewing, all up and down the eastern seaboard here. So I've had a little bit of experience with cars. Most of them were Hondas. That was my weapon of choice on the racetrack. I raced a Honda CRX Si for most of the time that was on there. And I've had a few other cars along the way as well. And we'll get into that as the show progresses here. I also worked for Honda as a service advisor at a few of the dealerships here and had a good working relationship with them, not only then, but even now, 20 years later. So I really had a chance to work on these cars hands-on, got to see all the different models, got to read all the repair manuals, and actually get my hands dirty working on some of these cars as well. That has always been a passion of mine, racing, working, restoring. And I really want to share that with you out there. And I hope you guys will share the same thing with me. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear about you and your cars. I want to hear what brought you together, what inspired you. Why is it you went for that particular car? Maybe you're a big BMW fan. Maybe you're a Ferrari fan. Maybe you're a Honda fan like myself. But there was always that one car, that unicorn, that holy grail that you always wanted. And one day you got it. Maybe it's a great story. Maybe you just happened to say, hey, I'm gonna buy that car today. I'd like to hear all those stories here. I'm gonna be sharing some of my stories with you as we go along here. Matter of fact, our first story that we're gonna be getting into is about a barn find. That term is used so loosely sometimes, and I don't want everyone to say, oh, that's clickbait. Technically, yeah, this is a barn find. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy the first story that I have for you all. I want to share it with you. Also, something else we're going to be going into and getting into in this series is how to do repair work on certain cars. Now, I am going to do a lot of POV videos on repair works on my fleet of Hondas that I have here. And I hope that it will it can be used as a point of reference for other owners out there, like myself. When I got a lot of these cars, some of these older Hondas, there was really no reference at all. As a matter of fact, this first video I have coming up here, because it was so rare and you just don't see them in the United States because they were never sold in the United States, I couldn't find any videos on them. I couldn't find anything or any documentation, at least not in English. Yeah. So I really hope you guys enjoy this series here. I look forward to hearing from you. And please don't forget to comment down below. If you've got a story, message me. Send me a message, send me an email, and let me know about your vehicle, especially if you're here in the state of Florida. I'd love to come see you and maybe do a story on your vehicle there. I know there's a lot of stories out there waiting to be told, and I'm really excited to hear them all and see your cars, especially there. So again, it doesn't matter. It can be German, it could be Italian, it could be Japanese, you know, whether it's a JDM import, or maybe you've got an American car. Maybe you've got some rare Corvette that most people have never seen before or even heard of before. They're out there. Barn finds are out there. These rare cars are out there, and that's what this show is all about. We want to bring those cars to light and share them with you, the automotive audience out there. So thank you very much for joining me here. The videos will hopefully get progressively better since this is my first take on this. Hopefully the camera quality will be better. I will apologize in these first few videos that the quality may not have been that great. It was shot on an iPhone 10, I believe, and I've stepped up to the 12 Pro now. I've also got a GoPro, which I'll be using now in the future as well. So some of these videos are going to be a little choppy. I do apologize. I'll try to fill in the gaps as much as possible to keep it a coherent story. And hopefully you guys will follow along, enjoy, and give me some positive feedback, and we'll just move on from there. So once again, my name's Ken. Thank you so much for joining me here, and we'll see you next time. Drive safe.